Today we are discussing the interview questions and answers for CompTIA A Plus Code 2. You can download the complete list of CompTIA based questions from the link provided in the description. Our interview question based on CompTIA A Plus Code 2 is: can you explain the purpose of a power management feature in operating systems and how it helps conserve energy and extend battery life on mobile devices? Your answer should be: power management is a set of features and settings in operating systems that help conserve energy and extend battery life on mobile devices such as laptops, tablets, and smartphones. It includes features such as power plans, sleep modes, hibernate, and CPU throttling, which optimize system performance and power consumption based on user preferences and device usage patterns. Power management features help reduce energy consumption, prolong battery life, and improve device efficiency by adjusting hardware components such as the CPU, display, and hard drive to consume less power during periods of inactivity or low uses, maximizing the device's battery runtime and reducing environmental impact. Our next interview question is: how do you troubleshoot a computer that is experiencing intermittent system startup issues such as slow boot times or failure to boot into the operating system? Your answer should be: to troubleshoot intermittent system startup issues, I would first check the BIOS or UEFI settings and ensure they are configured correctly, including boot order, boot device priority, and hardware settings such as CPU and memory configurations. Next, I would update the system firmware, BIOS or UEFI, and check for any firmware updates that may address startup released issues. If the issues persist, I would consider testing the computer with minimal hardware configurations, such as removing unnecessary peripherals and expansion cards, to isolate any hardware compatibility or configuration issues that may be causing the startup problems. Additionally, I would run diagnostic tests on hardware components such as RAM, hard drives, and CPU to identify any hardware failures that may be affecting the system startup process. Our next interview question is: can you explain the purpose of NAT, that is, Network Address Translation, in networking, and how it helps conserve public IP addresses? Your answer should be: NAT is a networking technique used to map multiple private IP addresses to a single public IP address, allowing devices within a private network to access the Internet using a shared public IP address. It helps conserve public IP addresses by allowing organizations to use private IP addresses for internal network communication while only requiring a single public IP address for external communication with the Internet. NAT translates private IP addresses to a public IP address when communicating with external networks and maintains a translation table to track the mapping between internal and external IP addresses. If you are preparing for any CompTIA based certifications, you can download the complete list of valid, tried and tested questions and answers from the link provided in the description below.